Hey everyone, Shawn Clement here, Wisdom in Golf at our wonderful new Winter Academy building. And today we're going to be talking about why is it that we see so much, especially on the airwaves right now, on how to flatten or make a swing shallower. And because we see so much over the top and we think that this over the top business has to be fixed. Well, let's go down the route and let's go back up and make sure we have the horse in front of the cart and understand why we're going over the top in the first place. Well, so the first thing we need to do is we need to understand how your machine is wired. And so if you had a stone to skip on water, I want to skip a stone in that direction. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to step in the direction that I want to throw that stone. Why is that? Well, your shoulders only have 20 degrees of range of motion. So I can't throw over there if my body doesn't turn out of the way. The arm is going to wrap around, I'm going to bruise myself and wreck my shoulder. So the first thing the brain's got to do is go get the ground. Now, after we get the ground, the kinetic chain engages and the body starts to turn out of the way. So we have access to the target. So if I'm skipping a stone on water that way, or I'm throwing a sidearm pitch in baseball, there's no over the top there, is it? But if I want to take this, I want to throw it down in front of me into the beach. Well, there's your over the top. So I am throwing down at the ball. If you throw at the ball, you will be steep. Your swing will go left. You'll take deep divots and you'll have a hard time finding the center of the club face with the golf ball to the club face. So I get into position. If I do it in slow motion, I'm going to throw the club to the right edge of that ball. So have a look at my video entitled Throwing the Club, Shawn Clement. And so I take it back and I'm throwing the club in the direction I want the ball to start. Well, have a look at how shallow this is. So you notice as I'm coming through, I've got exactly the right angle of attack to come down and through and to get the club to go in the direction I want it to go. So if all of a sudden I stop thinking about throwing the club to the target and my brain says, what about the ball? So here I am going toward the target and the brain says, what about the ball? And now I'm coming down steep across and I've got poor contact because I'm actually set up to go to the target, but in midstream my brain says, no, we're switching targets. I'm worried about missing the golf ball. So that's first and foremost what has to be in your mind if you want the ball to go towards your target, and you'll notice that your over-the-top swing will take care of itself. So I lower my club to the grass, and I'm predicting that I'm going to cut some grass on my way out to the golf club or my target, and cutting grass is what your club is actually designed to do. So I'm gathering in that direction, throw the club in that direction. So if you watch my swing and you do a couple of pauses on the downswing, you'll see that I'm here, not here. And this is why you'll see, one of the latest winners on tour again, Xander Schauffele. He starts off with a pretty level head, but as he gets to the top of the swing, he lets the head turn, and then the head tilts back this way. Why? Because he's going over there. That's where the money is. So I'm collecting the ball from here, and I'm releasing the ball out there in the direction I want that ball to start. There is no way I can be steep. And because I lag, have a look at the video entitled De-lofting the Club Through Proper Lag. Well, when I'm going toward the target, I'm lagging. And if I'm lagging, see what happens? The hands get there first, and the club gets the perfect angle of attack down and through the ball and out into the picture the way it was meant to be. So before you go fixing a golf swing that doesn't need fixing, you got to go to your focus. That's what needs replacing. What are you getting ready to do? What are you worried about? If you're worried about ball contact, please go to my video entitled Predict Solid Contact and Direction, which is based on an action to target, slash the sword, cast the fishing pole, throw the club, one of those, and a prediction based on that particular throw. If I throw over there, I miss. If I throw over there, I top. If I throw over there, I flush. If I throw over there, I dig. So you'll see what ball position is needed, what distance the ball is needed, what level is needed, and what angle of club face is needed for you to pull off your shot while staying on your task. So we need a very basic task that's going that way instead of that way, and your swing with your anatomy will be able to shallow itself out exactly the way it was meant to be, and not a TrackMan machine or any of those launch monitors is going to help you do that if your attention keeps defaulting to the ball. All the best. See you next week.